राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण ओ हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे गौरंगा हरि हरि बोल हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Ram, Rama Ram, Hare Hare, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jayam Vishnupada Paramhamsa Parivajikacharya Stutra Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada की, ISKCON संस्थापकाचार्य BBT संस्थापकाचार्य श्रीला प्रभुपाद की, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरे कृष्ण। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakamitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhana Sutta Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyasya cha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Gadadhar Shiva Shri Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Shrinvatam Swakatha Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Hridayantastuhya Bhadrani Vidhunoti Surit Satam. Nashta Preshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Tadarajastamo Bhava Kama Lobha Dayaschaye Cheta Etair Anavidham Stitam Sadve Prasiddhati Evam Prasana Manaso Bhagavad Bhakti Yogata Bhagavat Tattva Vijnanam Mukta Sangharsha Jayate Vidhyate Hridaya Grantis Chidhyante Sarva Shamshaya Kshiyante Chasya Karmani Drishta Evatmanishware. To hear about Krishna from Vedic literatures or to hear from him directly through the Bhagavad Gita is itself righteous activity. And for one who hears about Krishna, Lord Krishna, who is dwelling in everyone's heart, acts as a best wishing friend and purifies a devotee who constantly engages in hearing of him. In this way, a devotee naturally develops his dormant transcendental knowledge. As he hears more about Krishna from the Bhagavatam and from the devotees, he becomes fixed in the devotional service of the Lord. By development of devotional service, one becomes freed from the modes of passion and ignorance, and thus material lust and avarice or diminished. When these impurities are wiped away, the candidate remains steady in his position of pure goodness, becomes enlivened by devotional service, and understands the science of God perfectly. Thus, Bhakti Yoga severs the hard knot of material affection and enables one to come at once at the stage of Ashamshayam Samagram, understanding of the Supreme Absolute Personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna. So today you are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4. Which chapter is it? Chapter 10. Chapter 11. Chapter 11. Chapter 11 and then text 30. Am I right? Text 30. Yes. So, reading from Canto 4, Chapter 11, text 30. Swayambhuva Manu advises Dhruva Maharaj. Please repeat. Tvam Pratyag Atmani Tada Bhagavati Ananta Ananda Matra Upapanna Samasta Shakto Bhaktim Vidhaya Paramam Shanakair Avidya Granthim Vibhetsyasi Mamaham Iti Prarudham Tvam Pratyag Atmani Tada Bhagavati Ananta Tvam Pratyag Atmani Tada Bhagavati Ananta Ananda Matra Upapana Samasta Shakto Ananda Matra Upapana Samasta Shakto Bhaktim Vidhaya Paramam Shanakair Avidya Bhaktim Vidhaya Paramam Shanakair Avidya Granthim Vibhetsyasi Mamaham Iti Parudham Granthim Vibhetsyasi Mamaham Iti Parudham Tvam Pratyagatmani Tada Bhagavati Ananta Ananda Matra Upapana Samasta Shakto Bhaktim Vidhaya Paramam Shanakaira Vidya Granthim Vibhetsyasi Mamaham Iti Prarudham Tvam Pratyagatmani Tada Bhagavati Ananta Ananda Matra Upapana Samasta Shakto Bhakti Bhaktim vidhaya paramam shanakera vidya Granthim bibhesyasi mamahamiti prarudham Tvam pratyagatmani tada bhagavati ananta Ananda matra upapada samasta shakto Bhaktim vidhaya paramam shanakera vidya Granthim bibhetsyasi mamaham iti parudham Tvam pratyagatmani tada bhagavati ananta Ananda matra upapana samasta shakto Bhaktim vidhaya paramam shanakair avidya Granthim bibhetsyasi mamaham iti parudham Tvam pratyagatmani tada bhagavati ananta Ananda matra upapanna samasta shakto Bhaktim vidhaya paramam shanakera vidya Antim bibhesyasi mamaham iti prarudham Tvam pratyagatmani tada bhagavati ananta Ananda matra upapana samasta shakto Bhaktim vidhaya paramam shanakera vidya Granthim bibhetsyasi mama iti prarudham Tvam, you, pratyak atmani, unto the Super Soul, tada, at that time, Bhagavati, unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Anante, who is unlimited, Ananda Matre, the reservoir of all pleasure, Upapanna, possessed of Samasta, all, Shakto, potencies, Bhaktim, devotional service, Vidhaya, by rendering, Paramam, supreme, Shanakai, very soon, Avidya, of illusion, Granthim, the knot, Bibhetsyasi, you will undo, Mama, my, Aham, I, Iti, thus, Prarudham, firmly fixed. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki. Thus regaining your natural position and rendering service unto the Supreme Lord, who is the all-powerful reservoir of all pleasure and who lives in all living entities as the Super Soul, you will very soon forget the illusory understanding of I and my. Could repeat, thus regaining your natural position and rendering service unto the Supreme Lord, who is the all-powerful reservoir of all pleasure and who lives in all living entities as a super soul, you will very soon forget the illusory understanding of I and my. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki. Dhruva Maharaj was already a liberated person, because at the age of 5 years he had seen the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But even though liberated, he was for the time being afflicted by the illusion of Maya, thinking himself the brother of Uttama in the bodily concept of life. The whole material world is working on the basis of I and mine. This is a root of attraction of the material world. If one is attracted by this root of illusory conceptions, I and mine, he will have to remain within the material world in different exalted or nasty positions. By the grace of Lord Krishna, the sages and Lord Manu reminded Dhruva Maharaj that he should not continue this material conception of I and mine. Simply by devotional service unto the Lord, his illusion could be eradicated without difficulty. Hare Krishna. So this whole chapter, Swambhuva Manu is trying to help, assist and advise Dhruva Maharaj not to kill the yakshas, not to go and fight with the yakshas, not to take revenge, because he was thinking that his elder brother, Shri Radha Radhanath ki. Yeah. So how he's going to come out of this, because he is very much engrossed into bodily concepts of life. He's thinking, my brother has been killed, my elder brother, so he has to go to fight. Although he was liberated, because at the age of 5 years old he got the darshan of the Lord, as described in this canto. So this is a difficulty that many of us also face. We come to Krishna consciousness because the whole Bhagavad Gita teaches Arjuna, making him as an instrument, nimitta matra savya sachin, to give us the knowledge that slowly, if we happen to come to get to be very fortunate to be able to be guided to understand the divine knowledge of Bhagavatam and Srimad Bhagavad Gita, then slowly we try to overcome this understanding that I, me and I, me and I. We are not doer. We are simply, the Lord is a doer, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We are simply also tiny little instruments that we are trying to help ourselves. And how in this purport Srila Prabhupada is explaining also how we come to the understanding that we are actually not doing by practice of different processes of devotional service. As we take these processes more and more to heart and practice them seriously, then this understanding will naturally manifest in us as we become slowly. We have to be patient, dharya, and we have to practice every part of this devotional service, every item, starting from good hearing and chanting, and then remembering Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, and Sakhyam, Atma Nivedanam. It appears to be very easy, but actually as time goes, to maintain this this enthusiasm, as we were discussing on Sunday, the eagerness and enthusiasm, that is a challenge that we all faces. The processes of devotional service, it appears to be very easy, but to grow and to maintain and to be very much fixed in our practice and try to make a lot of effort to make sure that we are growing and we are progressing and we are reaching good taste to practice each item of this devotional service. That is going to purify our heart, purify our mind, purify our existence, and we carry on year after year, no matter how many years goes by. Otherwise, if you're not careful, if you don't take precaution, if you don't take care of Bhakti Lata beach, then slowly we become very much slack in our practice, or we start to lose taste, or we start to become not so much having enthusiasm that we very nicely were discussing on Sunday morning. Was it Sunday morning? Yeah. So here, this is what Swayambhuva Manu is trying to advise in several verses to Dhruva Maharaj, that he must not go on fighting with the yakshas, and especially Himalaya. Himalaya is not a place to go and fight. Yeah, Lord Krishna arranged the fighting between the Pandavas and Kauravas in Kurukshetra, but very rare, because the mountain, the Himalayas, is very holy and is full of mode of pure goodness. Very few pastimes you hear that there was fight in the Himalaya, expression of anger and agitation. Yes, even when we get the opportunity to walk all over Himalaya, we can feel the difference between the city life and the life in the normal India. Of course, one time we walked on Padayatra in the early 90s from this side of Himalaya, from Dehradun. Then there is a very holiday resort some kilometers called Missouri. Then we followed the path of Yamuna and we walked all over. Of course, we used to walk about 20 or to 30 kilometers every day, and staying in different places. Himalaya is not a place to express more of passion or anger. It's very deep and very peaceful. And along the Yamuna, of course, as we go up in Himalaya, the Yamuna flows with strong current. And when we walked through all the way through Himalaya, we stayed in different places. Of course, we pre-arranged 1 or 2 days before where we were going to stay. So there was no such thing. And one time during another tour of India, we walked from Rishikesh to Badrinath and then all over the different holy places in the mountain of Himalaya. I remember when we walked through from Rishikesh through Teri Garhwal and through all the Prayags. Then 2 times we stayed in prison. Not because they catch us and put in prison, but the prisons were empty. There was no criminals on the Himalaya. So the head of the prison said, "Where are you looking for a place? Come, our rooms are empty here." And when we were walking from Rishikesh to Badrinath, we had Matajis also, very tough Matajis with us. And unbelievable, the Prabhus will walk and the Matajis will walk. But I was amazed. There was a Mataji from Germany, there was 2 from India, and 1 from Europe, and another part of Europe. They used to walk, go and get freshened and go and start to cook for us. Whereas Prabhus are tired, very tired. And we carried our deity when we went also in Himalaya. Of course, we couldn't carry the big deity, the chariot, the Padayatra, the Rath, the bullocks. We had to keep. One time we kept them in Rishikesh, one time we kept them in Dehradun. So we walked with small deities, and the brahmacharis took turn to carry, going up on the trails and everywhere. Some of them, they got very tired. The small deities, the Utsava deity, carrying, walking for kilometers uphill. So 2 times we stayed in prison because there was hardly any prisoner in the mountains. There's no such things as criminals, whatever. So the one time we stayed after Joshibat, there's a place called Hanuman Chatti. There in this place, Hanuman Chatti, Hanumanji is still living there, and he is doing Akhand Bhajan. But you must have Divya Chakshu to see. Even Vyasdev is still living in the Himalaya. Many great personalities are still living. They haven't left. So in this Hanuman Chatti, there was a head of policemen who invited us also to stay, take any room, and we cooked, and we gave to the prison, what we call that in English? Attendants also, the officers. They all had. We had Aarti together, Gora Aarti in the Himalaya. We had ecstatic kirtan, and the devotees gave class also. And then we had a very good program in Hanuman Chatti before we proceed to Badrinath. But I'm just mentioning because it is so peaceful and is so surcharged with mode of pure goodness, and of course it is very austere also to walk around the Himalayas. Yeah, one time even Bhim came with anger. Yeah, but for a short while. In the same place, Hanuman Chatti, when Bhim came and he was uprooting, you know how Bhim is, he's uprooting big trees and making his way to go and get some celestial flowers for Draupadi. So it is this place, Hanuman Chatti, that Bhim also came there. And on the way there was a very old Vanar, monkey, very old, with his tail lying everywhere on the path. So Bhim said, "My dear, move your tail, let me go." But the old, the old monkey said, "Well, I am very old now, can you please move it yourself so that I can make my way, so that you can go further up?" And this Bhim was very strong. You know how many elephants, thousands of 10,000 elephants Shakti he had, strength. So he was very not happy about this situation. So he said, okay, I will move your tail. So he tried to move the tail. He tried, although he was so strong. He couldn't move 1 millimeter or even a little bit. So he was a strong person, like he was sweating after a while. Then he said, well, you're not an ordinary personality. Who are you? He said, I am Vayuputra Hanuman. So then Bhim said, I am also Vayuputra. Bhim, because Bhim is the son of wind god. So then they realized that two brothers. So they hugged each other, and Bhim was very happy to meet his brother. Then Hanumanji promised that during this war of Mahabharata, he will be present on the flag of the chariot of Arjuna. So Himalaya, you don't see these criminals, or you see a lot of saints, devotees, sadhus, pilgrims coming from all over and trying very hard to cope with although it is very hot in India, Himalaya is still very cold in summer also, and people are trying very hard to go to visit, to take darshan to these holy places. But yet you don't see fights, mode of passion, mode of ignorance, or criminals, as I mentioned. But yet this Dhruva Maharaj was going there, and out of his anger he was trying to kill all these yakshas to punish them, thinking that they have killed his elder brother Uttama. So this is why Swayambhuva Manu is trying to beg him and trying to advise him, trying to instruct him, enlighten him that he shouldn't do that, because he's already a liberated person, a devotee. He must not do this. By engaging in pure devotional service, by always glorifying the Lord, by thinking which he is trying to miss out during this whole thing of going and killing the yakshas. Also, it's mentioned here in the purport of this verse that Srila Prabhupada mentioned here that but even though liberated, he was for the time being afflicted by the illusion of Maya. Yeah, he was afflicted by the illusion Maya, thinking himself the brother of Uttama in the bodily concept of life. The whole material world is working on the basis of I and mine. This is a root of attraction to the material world. If one is attracted by the root of illusory conceptions I and mine, he will have to remain within the material world in different exalted and nasty positions. By the grace of Lord Krishna, the sages and Lord Manu reminded Dhruva Maharaj that he should not continue this material conception of I and mine. Simply by devotional service unto the Lord, his illusion could be eradicated without difficulty. So in our life also, as we perform our devotional service under the guidance of our senior devotees, under the guidance of a spiritual master, slowly this understanding, this bodily concept of life, I and mine, it got slowly eradicated. And then we are always coming in this stage where we always, as the other day the Prabhu mentioned, a Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma, na shochati na kankshati, sama sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhakti labhate param. we come to the stage of always prasanatma, always happy from within and enjoying our life, appreciating every moment in our Krishna consciousness, and not only just prasadam time. Sorry. But yes, which is good. Also, we have to relish and enjoy prasadam. But every moment of our practice of our Krishna consciousness, our devotional service, we must enjoy, appreciate, and be happy. Prabhupada started this movement. He said, chant and be happy. Always be happy. And especially appreciate. This is very important. If you are not appreciating whatever we have been gifted with, whatever different practice of devotional service we have been offered by our spiritual masters, by Srila Prabhupada, then there is something we are lacking and something we are doing wrong somewhere that we have to rectify and adjust, so that every day we wake up, first of all we pray and beg to our spiritual master and beg Srila Prabhupada and feel very indebted, and day by day we carry on and relishing every single part of our Krishna consciousness. So this is what I have to share today with all of you. Otherwise we become diseased, we become sick, we get jaundice, and we get all kinds of difficulty, and we lose our as in the beginning I said, our enthusiasm. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. If Raghunath Prabhu want to add something to what I said, correct me if I made some mistake.
No, Hare Krishna. I don't know if you can elaborate on revenge. You were speaking on revenge. How to overcome. Sometimes we be very revengeful, over another devotee. What are the consequences and how will you overcome it?
Oh yeah, that is not good for devotee. Sometimes it happens to us. Yeah. One day Vaisakhi Prabhu came to South Africa, and Swarup Prabhu sent him to Port Elizabeth for 1 week. So I took him to do some small yatra, and Prabhu is there for 1 week. I stayed outside the ashram because he stayed inside with his wife, and because I don't know where to accommodate him. So one of the classes said, the dog never keep a grudge. I never forget that. Many things to learn even from dog. No matter you may beat him, chase him, get angry with him, the next moment the dog comes wagging his tail and try to be kind to you. And so sometimes devotees have this situation where they are hurt or they are offended badly, and they keep it as a grudge and live with it for long. But this is not good. Even the animal, they don't do that. So we have to work on it very carefully. And if we are not able to help ourselves, if you are in a situation like that, then we must take help from senior devotees or our spiritual master. The best is try to serve this devotee with whom we have some difficulty, because in ashrams we always have situations. Don't think ashram means that everything is fine. Prabhus never fight, or they don't get into difficulties. You watch when you stay in ashram like Delhi temple or Mayapur, where is several hundred brahmacharis, and many places. Sometimes there is fight, and there is situations where devotees become revengeful. But then is a disease. We have to try to cure it as soon as possible. Otherwise, it will definitely affect our progress, our growth in our Krishna consciousness. And so the solution is we try to, as I said, either approach senior devotees to take help, otherwise try to go and serve this devotee and try to practice as Rupa Goswami has mentioned in Upadeshamrita. Dadati pratigrihanati guhyamaketi prichati bhukte bhujete chaiva sadvidam priti lakshanam. To revive our love and appreciation in the ashram with this particular devotee whom was trying to all of a sudden became angry and agitated. We want to even kill him, or we want to use violence also, but slowly we try to help ourselves, cool ourselves, and go and try to rebuild our relation. Anything else? Because the most beautiful life we have been offered is to live in ashram, whether it is ladies or whether it is prabhus. And if we have a good sangha, a good relation with each other, and if we have cultivated this whole 6 way of exchanging our love, then definitely we can build a nice team of devotees and have good strength. And if you really make this ashram very healthy and very loving and very caring, then no young devotee will step out of this and go to embrace material world again. Rather can build and have more devotees and strengthen these devotees by nourishing them properly with different devotional practices. But if we do like in French we say chacun pour soi, Dieu pour tous, like everyone look his own life, his own, don't care for other devotees, so then it becomes difficult, then becomes very, very difficult. So ashram life, matha anusasanam. If we can administrate and manage our ashrams properly, there will be no better life than this life we spend in an ashram with our fellow devotees. The best. Many of us, we have experienced that. Thank you. Any more comment or question? Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande.